Momentary boot from the world. That's fine. Make sure everything unnecessary is closed in the background. Minimize, minimize. Don't need you. Don't need you. Minimize. Apologies for that lapse in performance. There's a slight drop in OBS to OBS, so we will return with your current news shortly. This black cube will no longer plague your vision like it plagues mine.
No shit! No shit! I can't.
It was less than a few minutes. I returned. This is expansive. So much so expansive. Protection, disorder, mind. What is this? Is that growth? Or no, that would be fire. Fire, mind, disorder, and protection wrapped around soul with growth, fire. Oh, that's disorder, fire, mind, protection, wrapped around soul, protection, fire, and mind wrapping the most. Seems like some sort of ward glyph. Look if I touch it all. This is a ward, it'll hurt me. More than likely I'll be sent back to Aether on the Nexus Junction. Understand. This is a very important ward. Let's leave it alone. Must do a proper investigation of it at some point. No, leave it alone. Ah, but that familiar green hue. to be. You could. The counterbalance. Now expand it. With questions too, because we have so many people that are coming down here for private talks. But, well, this wall seems to have been excavated. Interesting. War table. Some sort of alternate nexus. Deactivated for now. And a jail. Jail cell. Probably not the best look where I don't belong. So. This is where that entrance is now.
Everyone has to know.
I washed ashore on the red wall with a purpose, and that is what I'm really willing to give.
Yeah,
Very
Nabora
simple.
and Aki were like
suppose
together,
that's
and then they
workable.
had like this public break. Oh, yeah, it was in the middle
Jackson,
of the training ground. She was
maybe.
over there. Oh my god, she cried.
He is member of Healer's Guild, so he also doubles as healer.
In
But he is
public.
someone who is fairly competent with the sword.
And then I've just not seen her since.
Thanks.
Names
If
can
you're
only say
looking
so
for
much,
a,
but mean so much.
if you're looking for
It'd be too much
other
to expect any
healer
tact
that
off the
knows their
Monte.
way around,
Of course.
there's also
It'd be too much to
Gamera.
expect any tact off
She
Aki,
is
wouldn't
a
it?
new individual on the block, but she seems to have been living amongst
Any
the
what?
Everwild,
Act.
so she's used to its atmosphere.
You know,
And because of that, despite being a
do as you
healer,
know, if they were going to
she
do
seems
is
to know how to
do
handle
that
that
to a
anchor
person
of
and
hers
not
rather
happen to
aggressively.
be in the middle where everyone can see them.
Oh,
Anchor.
yeah, I feel like that's just the way he rolls. It has to be bad.
Yes, Miss Galena chooses an anchor as her
the
weapon of
biggest,
choice.
most destructive option available.
Oh. Right,
Pretty
short
much, yeah.
You know what?
Oh, have you seen the edition?
That one is
Yeah,
a
I am going to
healer?
do is give them the bird treatment
Yes,
later on that
this
arm.
Yeah.
how they may seem on first appearance. They're an alchemical
Love that
healer.
idea. Have you seen the upgrade?
Rem has gone on with
I
a
see.
monster hunt with
I
this
haven't, no.
Galena. They definitely seemed more
I'd love
the
to.
Let's
ferocious
go. I think it's this could change.
though they did do their job as a healer as well.
There is no room
In her
for
own-
forgetted. We need competence.
In her own words, she's as good at saving lives as she is taking them. After her own words.
Wait, I know how to help with your next fish. You ready? Okay, well, okay, I see how it is. I was gonna help you with your next fish. The old hunter's call away. Alright, alright.
Let us know. I returned safe and sound,
Are you catching?
with minor injuries.
No, you go get Ow!
You are going to see there is a very large gash in his
Just see
chest
if you can
plate.
catch the fish, and I'll help.
Almost like
Deal
he
with it.
barely dodged something massive.
Oh no.
Rather, he seems rather worse for wear.
God damn it.
Rather unworse
Have you
for
been
wear.
seen too?
Julian went.
There's the fish.
Nah, it's just a small
Come
cut.
on.
My regeneration will do
There
the
we go.
best of it.
God damn it. What the fuck?
Cooking a fish on the fly for a snack. Ah, come here.
I'm good. Well, I am rather intrigued with how much Aether has changed. Changed it a lot.
Oh, how do you think that one would dance?
They raised the whole section of it up.
How do you think that one would dance?
What? What are you
How
saying?
do you? How do you think that one would dance?
Starlight Harbor. The Glass City has its own dock. I find it highly ironic that the Glass City, the place you can only get into when you have runestone specifically from Julian, has a skyport. Make you think like you can just come and go now. Bit ironic. Yeah.
Anyone can get into the city. The crystals Julian gives just makes it easier for us.
But you understand what I mean fourth dimensionally. Which is what sometimes it's confusing or hard to deal with. Yeah. That's me. Ow. I keep forgetting that. Ow. Ah.
This is the holy tree.
Why is there a holy tree? I don't consent for this to affect me. There. I had to do it.
Most that will happen is you'll get a tummy ache.
Is this a holy artifact?
Yep, what would
Just
be your
openly
first step?
displayed?
If a danger commander showed up in Redwall, it would instantly be a high alert situation. There's no reason for it not to be. There's never been instances where they have shown that it should ever be low. It should ever be lower than that. It would instantly.
Stupid
I would
holy
instantly try to
artifact.
get as many guards as they could to arrive in my position.
Well,
to try
I
to make
can't say
sure
that. You're just an artifact.
if they do, as soon as they start
You
their
don't
attack,
cause what you
we
do.
have it at the ready. Depending on where people are, will be where
Probably
we
really
create a
satisfying
defensive
line
line.
up at once.
If people are in the training yard, we'll probably make it somewhere around to keep that safe. If there was nobody in the training yard and everybody was behind that cliff face, I would set up a defensive line at both the little
It's not a true gyroscope, however.
one to the side along the cliffs.
You gonna go to the wedding?
Be where we would defend.
I'll
From
try.
what you have
I intend
described
to.
the situation, there's no
I'm lucky I'm
reason
able
why I
to
shouldn't
survive on the
assume that
island to
they're
begin
gonna
with
attack,
after
considering
earlier
you
in the
stated it.
day.
So
It was a
this
bit
would not
awful.
be a attempt to defuse situation.
My
this would
entire
be
life
a
died a
attempt to
few
keep people
times,
safe
and I got really
situation.
panicked.
That's very good. A few things I would tweak is no matter if there are people in the training grounds or not.
But either way, I might as well
I
wait for
would
Trish to have her
immediately people
conversation
retreat back
finished.
into the town because that's the safer
Momentary
position.
disappearance interrupted our
You would
talk.
also
So
want to try to recruit people for assistance. Anyone that is capable.
these cushions are gonna get really dirty when they're just sitting in the grass.
You would
Dirt.
have, you know, on each side, just like you said. So you did a great job with that as far as forming the lines in those two areas. Anyone that is ranged, you would want them on the top so they can, be a little bit flexible as far as which sides that they can help defend with, as well as going through the middle. You would then have one guard on each side with you at top, so you can help coordinate things as needed. And then anyone that's not combat compatible, you would have them near the Nexus, so if they need to immediately evacuate if possible. Though sometimes the Nexus is shut down, but that's still a very safe option, because even if they break the two lines, they still have to make their way around.
Yep.
If they absolutely have to, they can retreat to the absolute rear, and there are two more lines that we can fall back to, but that would be an absolute worst case scenario where we can't get out, because the Nexus line is
Perhaps
completely
one day
cut.
they will spread
And we would
back to
have
how
to
big it
try to
used to
defend
be.
as much as we can.
All the way to the
That
pylon.
was what we did during the Umbral invasion, not something that we can do a second time now that they've shut their doors to us. And then you would just have to hold out until reinforcements either reinstate the line or the College of Magi show up. So very good.
Thank you.
I just wanted to check on that. You make me feel so much better about the fact that I won't be around in the meetings anymore.
No worries. I'll obviously try my best. I can't say that all these situations will go as planned, so I'll do the best I can in those situations.
For now, I need to have a private talk with Nox. I'm sure he's waiting for me to be free, so I'll let you have fun with the rest of your day.
Alright. You too. I'll see you around. Trust.
Yep.
Now who's gonna get off of their pillow first is the question.
I'm comfy. I don't want to get up.
Well, that's a shame.
Can you just magically teleport or something? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you have the magic stuff. I don't. I have to physically get up and move over.
Right. So they just have a holy place now on Aether.
I don't know if it's a holy place, but it's a place.
Oh, it's a holy tree and holy relic. Either way. We were able to do a bit of digging into Acronero. We found one of those planes, those pockets of magical stability. Under it, if you can believe it. We found what was powering the Nexus.
Surprised, but I can believe it.
Managed to find it. What was keeping the Nexus on to begin with. It was in that weird pocket place. Managed to stabilize it, but I had to use the little crystal I had that helps me look for them. Good thing I wrote down where the other ones were, at least. Biggest thing, however, is there's going to be a slight change of plans at some point.
That's pretty cool.
Spoke to, I think, the last remaining dragon in that place.
Glad you specified in that place, because Flesher heard you say that he would freak out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Apparently, the man who we were originally helping, I don't know much of the context, hunted down his brood. I don't know the context, the dragon's fully there, but this dragon, who hasn't opted to give his name, seems to have better understanding of our goal. It knows where we need to go once all is said and done. But for the meanwhile, we will be siding with him does that entail? Well, if you continue helping and getting involved, when the time comes and everything is put to stability, he will expect us to walk with him when he goes to attack and get revenge on this survivor of all.
Okay.
That is, if you choose to still participate in these affairs.
Well, I've been involved from the beginning, so...
Besides that, we found more warforged constructs. They were much
Also,
more put
you
together.
mentioned a connection to Redwall, right?
Connection to Redwall?
I may misheard you.
We found how it was powering the Nexus, more so. In general. I didn't refer to Redwall, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, I misheard you then.
Yes.
Might also be the fact that I have certain things on the brain. I'll let you know. I'll tell you about it after you're done briefing me on the situation.
Yes. There were warforged down there, Triss. Same ones, similar to Mageski, but different designs, more put together, less decayed. The big ones were there too. The massive ones, different types, new. One looked like a giant bull. It was thrilling. And thrilling, whatever the word is. Exhilarating is the better word, there we go. The point is, with the magical influence that was over that area, they were more put together than the rest. They responded to proper orders and commands that were executed on default. Responded to the security measures when passed and when failed. All of this was supposedly security for holding this dragon. But it's settled. Mackinac might be a hotspot for a little bit, though. If they get descriptions of who was down there. Had to go through an entire sewer. But biggest thing is we might have released a chunk of magic back into the world. It was a huge burst of it. Don't know if the cataclysm will just eat it up or it'll sift a bit. It's just more than likely people that might notice it. Sorry, I am rather exhausted. I had to run.
I would imagine.
I had to outrun a warforged for several minutes while people were fixing a puzzle that I failed.
Cool. So it sounds like, is it just one Warforged that are activated, or are all of these ones that you're talking about activated?
All of them. There were repair bays for the giant ones, almost like it was a maintenance hub for them. Well, a jail for one. But all of them were woken.
And how much of a threat are these things going to end up being?
Not much at all. They're put together and, well, they won't leave their station.
Okay, well,
The bigger ones were broken beyond repair, or at least not repaired when we got there. If they were to turn on, they'd be heavily hampered and probably just fall over. But for now, they're not an issue.
Well, have that going for us at least.
Indeed. Well, yes, I believe I know what you're going to say, because I missed Kai's going away party.
Yeah, and a lot of people already knew what his pick was going to be.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well. I don't know. We'll see if it's congratulations in a couple of months, provided I can keep the Redwall Guard together. But I managed to do it with Kai gone, so hopefully I can do it with him gone.
Here is sincerely hoping, Tris.
And then, since Damien also stepped down, there was a place for 2 captains, so Tommy became captain, and Krim became captain.
So is it Lieutenant Tris now? I forget the title. Or the ranking.
Commander.
Commander Chisira. Wonderful. Doesn't roll off the tongue easy, though.
We're going to be having a meeting about it tomorrow, but what we're thinking is, you have Mayor, Commander, Captain, Sergeant, Guard, and then Recruit.
Okay. It seems I have missed quite a lot. It all happened early in the day.
A little bit. It did. Also, I will let you know, because you are an expert on the matters, is that Daedra Captain showed up and threatened to attack Redwall.
They say.
Decided to antagonize Kai on his retirement day, so there's that.
Good to know at least that there's still a issue walking about.
Yeah, they haven't fully gone away yet. Hopefully soon, because I'm tired of dealing with them.
Sorry, just looking around.
No, there's a lot to look around. Lots of changes.
So I've made this joke that, the Glass City has a whole harbor here, but you need a method of authentication to actually get there.
Yeah.
It's just a small joke.
Well, I mean, there's other places that are kind of like that, from what I've been told. Some places where you have to do a light signal before you can approach the harbor.
It's in a more metaphysical sense, but I understand.
Well, I mean, I came from a very low magic
I'm aware, Tris. I'm aware.
place.
It's just...
I'm using the best analogies I can. I don't know the magic metaphorical crap. I'm sure there's some magical thing.
We'll just drop the joke. It didn't seem to land well.
Maybe you need 2 crystals, so you need there's a 2-factor authentication that you have to do, where you have to use 2 magical crystals to authenticate yourself.
I suppose it's just different points of view from people. Gotta get used to that. So I can't blame them. You can sure as hell try to learn why they're looking that way, though. But either way, we're
they have my trust, so...
The topic's gone off topic. Or at least the topic's ended at this point.
It is.
sure as hell hope I don't fall asleep. I mean, I want to attend the wedding in some regard.
Well, you can always, rest and take a nap or something before the wedding.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's some people I can converse with. There's bound to be, but I can still check nonetheless. Either way, I need to be careful when I turn around in Aether, because it is rather heavy.
I'm surprised. I actually, surprisingly for once, am not getting headaches.
More so slight judders every now and then.
Well, if you need help, just let me know. I'll definitely help you with the situation.
Stupid holy shit.
The door is open.
You enjoying the view?
Always.
It is quite new, and it overlooks my backyard. So, what
I have
changed?
other places to sit too, so...
I missed the grand reveal, it seems. I almost thought I'd been gone for years, by the looks of how much has changed.
I would almost say happens.
Well, there was the genuine word. I was there. I was where a place had some time dilation. So, I was afraid something might have gone wrong. That's all. Anything come of your situation yet?
No.
Alright.
I mean, I also have the feeling it won't really happen because he's not able to, well, let's say, he's not able to go when everybody's here. He's only able when the night is here, I guess.
So, times like today?
Yes.
Well, tonight.
Since I guess Aether is the only one open instead of the forest, he can't really do much.
Lucky you. Not being a coward if there's no other choice. That was probably not a good thing to say.
A lot of people here, sadly. I must almost say that everybody could be in enemy now. How they want to support him and all that.
Mm.
So I guess I have to prepare. If he really wants to attack, I think I know that everybody else, who I thought supposed to be my friends, are going to help him. Oh well. Guess I have to be the villain again. How funny.
Do you want to?
For other people, maybe. For him, I didn't want it to be a villain because he was a friend. I wanted to help him. I tried my best to help him. And that's the thanks that I get. Now he thinks he's able to defeat me just because he did some little training with some old, not really old, but some new friends. He figured that I was turning to. That I had other people, though. Not friends. Actually, people. I like the warden, you know. Somebody who throws around with what kind of magic he ever has. I have the fucking Hellhound as a friend. Literally from hell. Yeah.
I'm aware of him, I think. All blue. The blue one, I think. At least that's the Hellhound I know that walks around.
Yes, Rico.
Hmm. It doesn't take a empath to fully understand that it's probably not the best to have that happen. Probably doesn't feel too good for you.
I tried talking to him. I tried being a good friend. I tried helping him. I'm done with it. If he doesn't want to and rather want other friends and to replace me, so be it. But he could have just said it so, instead of doing it slowly, painfully. But I guess it's his way. Well,
You tried your
I guess it's
best
gonna be my
against
way.
a seemingly unreasonable person.
Yes.
You tried. You actively tried. And they did not accept it. So you did, in some manner, as much it hurts to say it, the right
They don't
thing,
even try.
and they
Many
don't
people
even
are
try,
concerned about us.
which is unfair to you. They don't even try to put in the effort to fix things. Definitely doesn't make you
Yes.
feel the best. Doesn't add to the rage issue. Makes you feel angry. Which maybe.
I mean, hey, it's not like I tried my own run trying to be nice and trying to reason with the people. Now I get betrayed back and forth. Of course I'm fucking angry. Everybody says I have anger issues. Well, if they know what I've been through, yes. Then I would maybe understand, but no.
And this is why we talk. Understand better. At least from me.
Well, yeah, at least for you.
The few people that try to understand, at least, I guess.
They tried, but as soon as they didn't saw any, well, not much progress like they used to, because they are literally throwing everything here at their faces, they give up and suddenly turn their back at you. And that's what's happened right now. Aki's helping them. Of course they're gonna go all over towards him, because probably they're afraid that I'm gonna break out, gonna be at rage at them. I wonder why. Of course they have to train to go against me, but even that little training he did to them doesn't fucking matter, because the things that I taught him, He just bring in a... Yes, I fucking taught him stuff.
He holds himself an ego.
Yes. I was fine with it. In my own realm. Even here. For a short time. Then all this shit happened. And now I just want... I don't want anything to do with him anymore.
You just want it all to stop.
It's either gonna stop, or maybe birds with friends again. But since he's that ego hungry and that stubborn, because of a few little words, it's gonna probably be the other one.
If I can try and peer past the veil here, perhaps the reason it is affecting you so much is it was seemingly out of nowhere.
It won't help. And other people are already trying. And as you can see, they're doing nothing. So I stopped trying.
And that's fine. This is what we call either a burnout or just an empathic dull. Where you give so much and everybody just throws it away.
Yes, and now I'm planning if they're ever gonna attack me how I will kill them. Painfully. No mercy. Like I always did.
You tried
I thought
to
I
be
could
better.
change, but no.
Perhaps you're just changing for the wrong people.
I did. And I'm not gonna change for them. Don't want to be a fucking hero just because Julian was said so. Because Julian has a kind heart. That I help people in my own way, even if it's gonna fucking kill me or anything.
I can give you my mindset and see if you relate to it.
That would be.
There are no heroes of the realms of the Nexus hotspots. There's no heroes of Redwall. There's no heroes of Aether. There's no heroes of the Everwild. There's survivors. Those that try to survive for themselves or for their friends. At most, a good way Tommy puts it is people will play hero, but they won't be a hero. In a way, nobody's a hero. To simplify on that statement. Nobody is a true hero. Heroes are for storybooks. And anyone who says they're a hero is in a delusion. They're fighters, healers, casters. Not a hero. Anyone who grandstands on such a title, making excuses for how they act, is not a person worth the attention.
I don't think Aki wants to be a hero. Because he can't be a hero. He is nothing but a corpse. Rotten, stinking.
And thus, I get to the next thing of... And it sounds awkward if you don't understand the mindset. People who seem real. In Aether, in all the realm places. There are people that seem so disconnected from the situations, they don't seem like they should exist. You can't imagine them actively living like we do. You have interacted with so many of these people, of these individuals who do not handle your situation correctly, who toss you away like nothing when they don't see progress in helping you, which would take months, actual months of therapy to fix, just because it's not instant gratification. People like that that lack the understanding of how things work that seem unreal. There are a few people that I consider real, and I consider you one of them on a technicality. You worried, you tried to change for people you considered friends. You put in the effort. And when all of a sudden they all just left, you were angry, you were upset, you were confused, and maybe sad. Emotional, grieving. Those are traits of a real person that feels things on a daily basis. And you've reached the emotional dull and burnout, where you just want it to end and just want to deal with all the issues, no matter how. For that, I consider you a real person. Because anyone would act that way, I think, even if they hate to admit it. You're just more open
I don't
about
want to
it.
be a real person anymore.
It's easier to play make-believe with heroes, right? It seems very tempting.
The thing is, I am not. I am already called a monster in my own run, and I'm gonna be a monster here. I don't need this, oh, you're not a monster because, oh, you're not doing monstrous things. Of course I don't do monstrous things. You can't really die here. I cannot rip you apart while you're still screaming for mercy.
You attempted to humor their thoughts, and it only hurt you more. Does that sound accurate, or am I off the mark?
For the others as humors, I mean it seriously. If this magic wasn't here, there would have been a lot of casualties here. I would have made sure that the healers would be gone first. If there's no healer, nobody can get healed. That's the rule that I noticed in my run, and it applies here too.
Maybe this helps me think of it better.
I already killed enough innocent villagers and children even in my own room. I can do it again, and I still can do it, because I did it.
I don't blame is not the right word. I accept that's who you were, etc., and I accept that's who you still are. It's just, I'm thinking of it in this way of trying to sympathize towards you. I know that sounds counterproductive or just for pity's sake, but this is more so a mental exercise for myself. Just so it's not that I'm trying to be friendly towards you, because it seems you don't want that right now. Or at all. I could be wrong. I don't read people often.
It's fine in a moment. Like I said, I'm kind of used to it now with all the people being friendly towards me because, you can't really do much. Although, besides, perhaps go to the sparring area and hurt each other so much till they bleed. But then again, it's a nice, let's say, switch to have not always run away while being hunted or, people trying to kill you. Now, a friend of mine is trying to kill me. It's gonna be interesting.
Alright. I'm going to try and make a short summary, and correct me if I'm wrong at any points, mind you. It's happy to get some feedback. You came from a place where you are a monster. People treated you as such, and one way or another you accepted the fact. You accepted it and were ready to live with it, kill with it, etc., etc. Then you get to Aether, and people don't act like they're supposed to towards you. They try and sympathize with you, empathize with you, become friends, treat you differently that you didn't expect. It was strange. And then eventually it was relieving to some manner. It was something new that seemed to give you less to worry about. And over time, those thoughts came in. Because they're true. It's what you are. And with time, those people slowly stopped caring because there wasn't anything in it for them anymore. Of course, there's some people that still care to some degree, but most of them have slowly started looking away from you. And now, you're wishing it shouldn't have happened to begin with, because now it's a new emotion that hurts more, because now you miss it. It would have been much easier if you never learned it to begin with.
I guess that's how you can describe it, yes.
For that, I sympathize with you. I cannot feel it myself, but I can understand it. You were given a taste of something you were never meant to have, and now it hurts worse now that you're missing it again. You were never meant to have it.
It's either meant or don't deserve it.
Vice is a real thing. Doesn't have to be that explicit type or etc. Vice is simply something you indulge in. And perhaps you just indulge in the emotion of it. You didn't want it, but eventually you wanted it. Or at least enjoyed its presence. But now, thinking back to it now, it only brings back the awful memories. And current issues you deal with now. You would have rather them all look at you as a monster to begin with than give you a reason to be attached, ever so slightly. Makes it hurt more. Makes it a necessity to get over. They're coming after you now, after all. You have to kill them. It's a necessity. Question for you, Tom, if I have the permission, at least. Do you want your condition to be helped?
Not all what happened now. I lost my friend. The only head in my realm got replaced. I don't think I want it anymore.
You'd rather it be gone.
I don't want to be the monster that I was supposed to be.
So you were... there's the issue there. But with that, then you are choosing to attempt to shift again from what you once were, then, right? You don't want to be the monster anymore.
There's no want. It's gonna be. They brought it to the room. Not my fault. They wanted the monster. They're gonna get it.
And perhaps... I wish you the best of luck with that, Tama. And perhaps you'll be able to get them to see how much they missed the non-monster of Tama. How easy they
Who
had it.
knows? Maybe that's just easier to kill me than... They if they're even able to kill me.
They can certainly try. You have made yourself quite the difficulty on that matter. You going to the wedding tonight? Or will you be abstaining?
I mean, I could. But do I really want to see people and laugh and all that shit on getting together after all that shit that happened? Like, nothing ever happened? They can be happy.
Why
Sit
can't
in
you?
there.
Is that
Because
the thought?
apparently I don't deserve it. I tried.
You are having understandable thoughts, Tama. These thoughts I can empathize with. Thoughts like, why can't I be happy? Why am I not allowed to while they can be free about it? Why do they all act normal and not pretend like they've hurt me? Thoughts that hurt. Thoughts you'd rather scream and tear at. Because it's the easiest thing to do.
I already screamed fucking Julian and fucking screamed at the others.
Screamed until your voice was sore. Now you're just tired.
I will kill them. I will kill them all of them. One day or another, I just have to pretend to be the good daughter.
It's an honest flaw of Julian's. He thinks he has enough room in his heart for so many family, but he doesn't take into account to the proper attention they all need.
He's the fucking boss. The only thing he probably thinks is just love, sex, or whatever.
Hmm. Into which it's reasonable. Understandable, that doesn't seem the best.
Tama! Hi, hello, brutish lady. How fares thee?
You're running around, searching for somebody.
No, I'm merely exploring the area. Some more, like, I'm just enjoying the sky. I was just sky gazing. Like, I mean, is the sky not something to be appreciated?
No, that's not.
Oh, well, I wouldn't expect something like you to appreciate such a simple thing. Something like you only cares for, tearing someone's intestines out, maybe like filleting them alive and watching them scream and beg for mercy, hunter-prey kind of thing. That's something that you do, I think.
Nothing.
Well, I mean, it's rude to assume.
Good man.
But you just assumed.
But I haven't made an assumption. I made a hypothesis. They're clearly different.
Now this is the chance where you can try and correct them if you wish. Or just go with it.
No. Thought you would get me again? See, I'm expecting these things from you now. Oh, what the fuck? I think I'm gonna leave.
Funny.
I understand now. This is your daily.
Yes.
Like I said, people that don't quite seem real. But either way, the half cares don't do much. or don't do well for you. Hello, Snow. This one's my friend. This is Tama, and I was referring to you more so.
She's my sister.
Ah. Were you also picked up by Julian? Ah.
I'm the lovely big sister. Everybody knows. We all know that. Where are the others, if you're already here? Ah, of course. Let me guess. It's with them.
You know, this brings on a bit more thoughts now that I think about it.
My God.
The fact that maybe I could ease some of these emotions by saying something I don't fully grasp as true or not, because I wouldn't know. Or perhaps they love you because Julian wants them to love you, and that's where I get. They don't truly care about you. They say they do and pretend they do because it's what Julian wants, and they want to be friends with Julian. They want to be happy with Julian. So they're projecting an unfair non-truth to you, which only hurts you more, and they don't care. Because it's what Julian wants, so it's what we want. It's not what they want. That's more so a cult mentality. In all honesty, it is a cult mentality what Julian does. Family. You know where I'm from. Family means a lot. Family is blood.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to protect my family, my original family. Not trying to protect this family.
This is why I have such a quiet disparity in between me and Julian. I will humor him, but I do not like him.
They're gonna fucking betray me.
He twists like a knife.
Wait, the bird. Do you see the bird?
Hello.
That's the giant tit I was talking about.
The giant.
What bird are you looking at?
Hello.
Huh?
It's there. There with the group. Do you see it? The very fluffy thing, bouncy.
No, I don't think my
Looks like it has a
eyes
helmet
can
on.
see that far.
Let's go a little further.
Oh wait, no, it's away from us.
Let's see the great tit.
You are... I even implore you sometimes to poke at Julian with it. It's unfair to you.
Come closer. It's just there.
Unfair that these people are having this untold obligation that Julian, probably not even knowing himself, has put upon them. And that's what makes it worse. He didn't tell them, they just decided to do that. I wonder what's caused them to do that, Julian.
Julian fucking approves of everything. That's what I noticed. The first time fucking somebody showed me or while I tried to learn love and affection, all of a sudden was gone, and there was with somebody else. For the first time I had this weird fucking feeling. Well, not really for the first time, more like the second time. And then... since I know Julian fucking approves of everything, it could only be him. Somebody looks cute together! Oh, you know what, I pronounce you to boyfriend and girlfriend or anything like that. Oh, they look together, oh, they're gonna get together. One day.
Wanna get a drink?
I hate fucking relationships and stuff. Why would somebody even fucking want that? And now this fucking wedding. Everybody's invited. Ah, yes. Who cares about the situation that happened a few days ago? Just bring everybody in one place outside of Aether.
It is rather insensitive, I think, to give a blanket invitation when he knows deep down there are people with conflicts with each other, but he has the...
He doesn't care about it.
He
All
has
cares
the rudest
is
thought.
about his...
He has the rudest thought that they'll all play nice for him. Right? But just because...
The buff. Here's the...
Perhaps it'll be a reality check for him then.
That's the only thing he can ever do. I told myself. Put a smile on, hoping that everything goes better. Trying to fix every fucking conflict he... It didn't fix anything. Just ruins it more.
Cheesecake with a certain composition and then infuse the sunlight into the crystal candies.
You're adorable. Bye!
Okay, that could work.
Unnecessary flattery.
No, I need to find the kitchen. Ugh.
No one's more closer with Julian. I expect as such.
Probably don't want to make this in the tavern. I don't think probably doing this overlook. I could do that. Good. I mean, I also have my apartment, which
Yes, more and more I spend the time with you, I can realize and understand all of your points of aggression.
I might end up being late for certain events.
Most of the aggression I let out of this idiot.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
no, you've already begun. Please.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Every time you say don't worry about it, you no, hold on. Like, I mean, the social distancing's a thing, you know? Like, I mean, let's not get too hasty, shall we? Social distancing, you haven't heard of it? You know, like, I mean, maybe you get, like... 6 feet apart, 60 feet apart, 600 feet apart.
First you wanted to know stuff about me, now you want to get away? What's wrong?
Well, maybe it's because you're going to claw my guts out and I was having a good day and I don't feel like having my guts clawed out at the moment.
Oh no, such a shame.
I know, it'd be such a fucking shame if my guts went on the floor. That's why I'm backing away precisely. So, you know, social distancing's a thing, you know, like, I'm actually extremely sick. Yeah, I'm extremely sick. You can ask these people. They think I'm a sick fuck for some reason. Am I a sick fuck? No, I'm a sick fuck. Am I crazy? See?
Hey, Tom, can you please get this man away from us, please?
Contagious. I'm contagious.
I have other things I need to deal with. They will immediately I need to get...
Sir, come over here, sir. Sir, I need to show you a thing. Sir, you're in the middle of our classroom, sir.
I don't think I want to.
Oh, well, good thing I'm going this way.
Being said, well, I should know. I thought it once.
Oh, no.
It's a whole bunch of empties, you know. I'd be willing to, you know...
Sir, I have something to show you.
Where the fuck did they go?
If you'd be willing to...
They fucking disappeared. Oh, shit!
Like quite the busy man.
See, you fucking go invisible like that's like a fucking cheat code. Where the fuck did they go? Like, I mean...
Sir, over here.
I'm blind!
Oh.
I let them to their
Oh, it would have been such
Oh, shit!
yeah, leave him to the edge. Oh, what is happening here?
Where the...
Not stab him today!
Got a lot of people keep running.
Well, I'm sure someone will find this.
Would you like to look or wander?
One day.
Such a nice looking place.
Either Sir Halifax or Miss Ophir is responsible for this place.
Good day, Alan.
One of them.
I'm very civilized.
As for charging crystals.
Get him, Fava. Get him. Get him. Loud as fuck, really. Anyway, I'm gonna go take care of that.
How many people would you want?
Alright.
I would know what the lights use
Are you lying?
Just be truthful, please.
I have
Be nice.
really actually
Are you lying
assessed
to
him.
me?
Lying to Tama
I'm
right now
lying.
while she's on her hunt would be bad.
Tama, he's running.
I don't know you.
Oh, wait, Reb. Tama, your prey is a key in that way.
Yes, you just let me be.
Get him, Tama!
What's wrong with Crystal?
What a wonderful thing.
You just know how to poke their buttons, don't you?
Poke the buttons? How am I poking the buttons? They're the one insisting on clawing my guts out for some reason.
Maybe it's your voice.
My voice? Is there something wrong with my voice? I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is, people insist they like me, which is totally not the truth. If someone
something you
tries
could
to
bond
kill
over.
you, it's a... Bond over what? Them trying to kill me? Do you know how fucking crazy that is? It's
both
insanity.
you and Tama have the easiestly acceptable mindset of you don't need to have yourself be enjoyed by people. You don't
well,
want it
no,
either.
why would I need to be enjoyed by people? Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Oh, my back! Fuck!
I was just having a wonderful conversation with this man, Tama, over wonderful topics to agree on.
Oh, well, I mean, well, Tama. Oh, look, what's that over there?
I'm over here.
You're not going
Don't
to
worry
look
about
behind
me,
you, are
Tama.
you? Like, I mean, look at the magnificent pillar. It's quite a thing to look at. Quite so. Oh, well. I think they're gone. Oh, shit! Oh, oh fuck! Ah!
This is therapeutic, isn't it?
Assholes. Oh, shit! Whoa, did you see that shit? They tried to... Oh, well, I mean...
Intense today.
It's Tama off. Don't encourage
Why are you
cannibalism.
cheering them on, you psychopath?
Because that's my big sister.
Very
I
much
can
on
cheer
the
her on.
hunt, while the other
Go.
one...
Do you really, though?
Let's go get the spear.
Hello, Tama.
Anything about Tama? You
Okay,
That is
so a word of
Tama.
warning.
Typical.
Never.
Oh, hello.
Ah, pardon me. Because that proves my point that comment made. She has to, because... I'll leave it to this, Tama. It's free game now.
Is this what you wanted to fight? Defend my...
This is supposed to be a movie. Now they're mistaking for a monster game.
No, I think they know each other. I have slight
And this is what we call normalcy, Snow.
Normalcy.
When the people are actually true to their feelings and don't pretend they have to be nice. These are the real people. With real emotions. These two, they don't know each other. But off of the base instinct, they know and they can agree on. They don't need to put on a smile and wave when they're on Aether.
It's fucking embarrassing.
So, they'll fight. They'll be upset. They can't be stopped. And so, they'll fight. This is normal. The truest form of noble.
Reach down to go to cast lay on hands on Aki, and then realization struck her in the face. Hand, and she goes, "Oh shit!" As you see the tail fuck. Any mages in the area, if you beat up a 15, you can stop it.
I'm going to say Nox is too far and his attention is elsewhere. So I'm going to ignore that. But Nox is at least putting himself closer to it on the off chance it gets this far. They're moving so fast. It's like a manga. All these after frames.
Fuck.
I don't know what's this deal.
Oh, so we're done. Perfect. Oops.
Whoops. Well, I think it's time to take the observation roll. What do you think, Snow? We're both good at that.
Right here, stab me, cut my throat, do it. Are you gonna like use your? Oh, you bitch. This is.
Exactly. And then if you're willing to, of course, or if you have the knowledge to fix the weed, that's what I'm going to ask. Like, should something like this happen, am I allowed to try and fix it myself? To amend the destruction?
Maybe.
I would say so, yes, but I feel like trying to repair the weave that you destroyed.
on, Tama. Are you just going to stare at me? Are you admiring me? Is that what you're doing?
I wouldn't admire trash.
Good one.
Oh, but you insist on looking at this trash then. You know, they say garbage finds itself all clumped up together, so I'm trash. You must be absolute dumpster fuck of garbage. So's a helmet.
You are right, Tama. This man is an absolute punching bag. Ah, hot, 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 hot.
I'm trying to do that with the neck. How predictable.
Well, that's the only available skin, of course. Like, I mean, what else would we find?
That's why it's predictable.
He's gonna take out a bunch of throwing knives, and he's gonna throw 6 at you. That's fucking rude. Oh, totally. I'm so fucking tired.
Oh no.
You know, I'm just a regular cutthroat that's a little faster than most.
I think you can do it. Really?
Tama.
Oh.
Want to get a bit more zesty with it?
Zesty? What's zesty?
You're about to find out in a second. What do you say, Tama?
Sure. Why not?
Savagery. This spell makes you do acid damage as your claws elongate into acidic tips.
I don't like that.
Have fun, Tama. Now it's going to sting. Ah.
Then the resent as well. Behind you.
Something new on the other. Look at this.
And they are still fighting against each other. That is impressive.
That guy's going Tama. He's about to die. Yeah, we're about to see a man get murdered over there. Oh no.
This is one of the rare moments where you see people show true normalcy in Aether. Both Tama and this man agree on they don't need to put on that smile and wave when they are on the island for everybody's sake. They hate each other, and they don't care what people will think. So they don't pretend things are fine. This is an actual fight. But nobody else is taking it as seriously. They can't die yet, but they're still giving every tooth and nail for it.
Oh wait, are they actually?
Yes. A man calls Tama and berates them over and over. And Tama's not going to take it. So she is fighting to hurt.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I had a little bit of remorse for that guy, but after you said that he literally antagonized Tama, never mind. Now he deserves this.
Either way, this is true normalcy.
This is gonna be cool, though.
Yes, I casted Savagery on Tama as well. She now does acid damage.
Excuse me?
Yes, don't you not know the spell Primal Savagery?
No,
Simple
I can't
cantrip.
say I do.
Or
That
low
sounds
level
horrifying.
spell. Yes.
Can a nature mage use it?
It's more so acid based, so probably more blight than anything.
Okay, so I unfortunately cannot learn that then.
You can
Cool,
try
but
making
I
it
cannot learn
more nature oriented. You can try and make a classification difference. Wouldn't be acid more than likely though.
I can try that.
Unless you try very specifically using knowledge of what plants produce a sort of acid substance. Like bell sprouts. You know, the plants that use that
actually, there are some
aroma.
plants.
Yeah, the bells. Those little bell-like plants that trap things and make them slip in.
Pitcher plants. Yeah. Pitcher plants, Venus
But you need
flytraps, bunch of things
to
use
definitely
acid,
heighten the
actually.
acidic potency, which would probably take a lot of effort in training.
Yeah. Why don't we get that try?
Ah, there we are. Shadow State. Well done, Tama. Brutalization at its finest. I shall drag him to the Healer's Guild if he is fit. Nobody cares. Alright, you fucker. Let's get you to the Healer's Guild. Don't forget the knife. Don't forget the knife. You just had a wonderful accident. Don't mind me, an idiot coming through that needs medical. Fucking hell.
Sounds about right.
He slipped on a knife and acid simultaneously. Ironically, the Healer's Guild is much closer to the arena now. It is really preferable. And here you go. You know, I heard that you can't really die here, but you can still experience bleeding out, so I'm sure that's gonna be fine for him. Yes, this man slipped on acid and a knife simultaneously. You hate to see it.
It's very, uncomfortable. Having a knife just right there. For fuck's sake.
Okay, so what does she see right now? Is he covered in acid?
Yeah, you can be really quick on that.
Moving right now.
Very aggressive.
But Aki would love this person to join. They really hate me that much. But at the same time, such a shame. Getting trained by Aki. If that's ever gonna happen.
That'd be interesting.
Gonna gently push you back to laying down.
There are, over this person, scatterings of acid marks, acid burns, some slices here and there, and the obvious deep stab into the chest.
Okay, she's gonna roll for prestidigitation to get rid of the acid.
As soon as Aki is done, he will probably go to Oregon and ask to be trained. They're saying the same hate for me.
So I will assist you with mana.
It's just a shame.
None is shame.
But they're that stupid.
with the 16, she's able to.
I'll watch over this for a bit. I'll find you later, Tama.
I want to see what's gonna happen now.
Well, that is a fair thing.
Keep looking at us. That's gonna be interesting. I guess.
It's okay, Snow.
What is happening here?
I tried to heal the person that just walked out, but he doesn't want to get healed. He wants to kill me. Just like somebody else, but well, we're not talking about that.
Understood. I'll be right back.
He fell on a knife
I'll
and
be able to
acid.
heal him. No, don't.
Like I said, if I don't want to get healed, don't heal.
This is what I call normalcy, right? As awful as it seems. This is when people don't care about the smile and wave of Aether, and if they hate each other, they will show it.
I know.
That man berated and taunted Tama to the end and back. They had a true fight. One of emotion and rage. And I don't blame her for that. Because nobody will take it seriously, because it's Aether.
Especially someone probably interested in you with all the great
Professor don't need luck.
But they might come to you trying to train you.
I don't hate you, you just such a fucking cunt sometimes, and you piss me off. Hate is a strong word. I don't hate you. The only thing you've done is tear out my guts and I haven't died. If I hated you, believe me, you would know. You're just a bitch. Oh.
Yeah?
I don't want to be trained under any... I don't, you fucking guy.
How's it going, Knox?
Hello. I'm watching this obvious shit show.
My turn.
Just eat them, man, if you want to eat them.
Can't really do this. They're still doing it.
Listen, if he's taking damage here, okay, that means he consents.
If I'm gonna bite
right?
you,
He secretly
if I'm
likes
gonna bite... I mean, of course he likes it secretly, but if I'm gonna bite him, he don't
That's
try to
crazy.
break my neck.
That's where... Piece of metal, and just dangle that there. Now you have a go to say. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. Your armor actually cannot fit the Porsche. Okay, well, impromptu one.
Guys, now my neck is full.
I want that back.
Yeah, sure. So,
Sending stone me, I'm heading to the other dark.
no more next lesson, trying anything. Says he can't do it that much.
No, Mr. Never seen Tomo stand like
What lesson?
before.
Oh no.
Thanks, hang up on him.
One sec, let me join.
Fuck me, god damn it! Oh, gods! What the hell? I'm in so much pain!
Oh no. Everybody's in fucking
Oh no, you're such a... Oh, not the ball! Oh.
All your mana is now gone, my sir. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Oh, it's fine.
No magic for you.
Mana's When I stored in the balls.
Yes, I learned the hard way that it turns mana off if you hit it hard enough.
It stops concentration too.
Yeah.
Fuck off! Good thing I bought the sleeping potion the other day.
Lesser dosing. Lesser doesn't know. Lesser doesn't know if they are fighting or flirting.
Sorry, say again,
See,
Lester.
he just kind of gives you the, are you fucking serious?
Lesser trying to figure out, are they fighting or flirting?
Alright, don't consent to this.
Fighting. Actual hate.
I said don't.
What's gonna happen?
I said don't consent to it.
That's fucking boring!
What? No,
like it.
has anyone explained?
Oh my fucking god.
Yes, I did, and you got attacked twice on the other side. I mean, you got this.
I wish you wouldn't bet he's gonna get shot again.
Probably.
Alright, don't consent to this.
There's a very easy workaround, which is I don't consent to being protected by the Crystal of Aether. And then shit gets fucky. It gets fucky real quick.
A throwy knife. Oh my goodness!
How many people try to do that, am I wrong?
Oh, probably like 100,000.
Really?
My hand.
Look, you're supposed to do it like this. I didn't throw anything.
Yeah, you got your hair back.
Oh, thank you, Tommy, you're so sweet.
The best.
The sweetest.
Oh, what the fuck?
Next time you push my
Mr. Nose under that mask is just a ball of sweet, ball of rainbow sparkles and joy.
I see.
Like coconut.
You push my sister.
Hard on that.
Trying to help you.
Very hard exterior layer, but soft and gooey on that side.
I'm sure there's a joke that we made there, but now is not the time.
No, what? That's why Messer saying this right now.
Yeah.
Peanut gallery.
Hmm. Hey, Tama, you should flip the bench he's on instead of attacking him directly.
The what?
Property destruction. Flip the bench, if not him. You wouldn't expect it, but now he will.
Why the fuck would you do that? That would make you... Well, good thing I'm not sitting on that bench anymore.
Little does he know, Tama's probably gonna throw the bench.
Why are you running? Alright, judges. How are we rating?
Asshole level is a solid 7 out of 10.
Messer thinks solid 8.5 out of 10.
Solid asshole, okay.
Solid asshole, okay. Yay, come on,
Well, then again,
yay.
can't really gauge the entire character off of that, because it is Tama. However, at least there's drama.
No,
solid
Tama.
asshole.
No, Tama brings out the best in people.
I always gotta say innocent until proven guilty at this point. It's better for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
That's my viewpoint. You don't have to accept it.
It's because of Tama I learned I have conflict with claws. So you can poke people out. You made full loop-de-doo. So...
Shred the armor.
Yeah.
I'm in my armor at the moment. Everybody is worse. I like Arisa. training? Lilac,
It seems like you're whispering.
Stop whispering.
Motherfucker.
They have a very cracked
There we
voice.
go.
So many people whispering today.
I am. Something about the right hand down? I don't know what that means, but I feel like it's a pain in the ass.
Crazy.
Yeah, every
Must have
time
got
I'm in my
similar.
army at the moment, it seems that one person in particular always decides to ask me, Lilac, are you training today? Lilac, you need to come with me to go and see refugees. Lilac, we need to go and do stuff with the order. I'm not part of your fucking order anymore.
No
Not
longer
interested.
are you bound by powers that be.
No
for
longer
good or
am
for
I
ill.
bound.
Master know exactly how you feel. Master could use daydream magic and it's like, oh, Master, daydream magic is dangerous. Oh, magic, you shouldn't make deals with daydream. But now Master can do this.
That is heavily concerning.
The fucking ground, sir.
That is, yeah, that's quite concerning.
I think Rift would love to get to know you. He's been really wanting to do daydream
Rift knows
magic.
me.
Yeah, and he's been like
Rift
told,
says
hey,
he
don't
knows how
do
to do
it.
daydream magic, but
I mean, you can do
Rift
it,
says
but
he
it is
knows how.
insanely dangerous to do. But you can do it casually, which is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, true, Master can do it casually.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, Nox, is Jarl around today?
It was around
No,
earlier
he
when
left
we
earlier.
did something not here, but not at the moment. Last I checked. Snow, go search the far and wide and check for me. Thank you.
Why are we all sitting here? Why no one's sitting with Tom?
Because I was sitting up there, and then I realized.
I honest to God, forgot there was not a bench here.
For who?
Jal. Red hair, one eye. Usually cowboy hat, my boss.
Me,
One who's
Master think
usually
that left early.
beside the black-haired twink. I have no other way of describing with
But
you.
yes, I honestly forgot that there wasn't a bench here, and I thought we were all sitting on a bench because my mind was like, "Yeah, we're on a bench here."
There's a bench here. What do you mean?
Yeah, mage bench.
You're crazy,
There's a
Nox.
bench there, but Master
You're
felt
crazy.
bad for
There is a
Tom
bench.
sitting alone.
You're losing it.
Right.
Did your magic?
No reaction.
No reaction.
I am going to state I'm going to try and be more open as of recent,
Lightning bolt.
because I realize I've been kind of losing myself to a bad attitude. So, I'm sorry for
You know-
your loss.
Master trying to shoot.
This is going to sound bad, but I'm not.
Maybe learn one.
Alright then, good for you then. It's called being sympathetic, at least. Bedside manners.
You don't realize just how much people only care about what your station is until that station's gone.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing I say. I'm a soldier, I'm not a knight. I can understand that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm still a knight, but I will never take an oath again.
Wait, what?
You're raised in this manner to believe certain things. But once you're there, it kind of becomes more clear what you signed up for. At that point, it's too late.
Yep.
Oh, you two also
No, I'm not a part of a cult.
No,
Not
mister.
anymore.
No,
But that's
I'm also
besides the
not
point.
part of a cult. I
But-
did just leave a Paladin Order though, so
cult?
that's close enough, right? No. Said
The
I'm not.
biggest thing is, I watched your ceremony.
Are you in a cult?
They had
I
this
do remember
whole
you.
big thing. The lights shined down upon you. And now look at you.
Yeah.
Master would have told them.
Big, flashy. Attempt to make you stay. But you saw through the light and found your own light.
Well, more so a case of I stopped seeing the light, and then I realized, this is a lot less scary than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Because they also do this thing of make it important on why you shouldn't break your oath. To hook you onto fear, not your own faith. Of sticking to the path they put on you.
Yeah, like that.
I mean, for me, it was just a case of like everything slowly but surely started like whittling down, I guess.
Those are smart. Those are smart.
I've also realized that now that I'm not under an oath, I can be an asshole, and it's so refreshing. I don't have to be like the happy, nice paladin. If someone's being a dumbass, I can tell them they're being a dumbass.
Yes, you have freedom of speech. Congratulations.
Freedom of speech.
It's funny that a paladin stops
However,
Scientists don't have limited speech.
It does feel weird, like not having the holy affinity anymore, though. Like everything is gone.
Man. All right.
You also do that.
Feels weird, but I'm just
because it bolsters you,
right?
It bolsters you. Oh, promise me.
In one way, at least you can kill people now if you want to, outside. If they, fuck you up. You don't have to play nice.
Ooh, Lilac. Since you no serve God anymore.
I mean, I never served a god to begin with. No, I'm good. I've bought enough.
This actually gives me a good point.
Holy shit.
That the people who treat you kindly now are...
Shit, Silver Surfer.
It's a goddamn iron golem.
Thanks.
That's an iron golem. That is definitely an iron golem.
He gave me a flower. It gave me a flower.
Oh. Don't
I feel something.
I had to feel about that.
I feel something deep down in my bones.
You know
what? What's our X level right now? Has anyone kept track?
It's got to be like 13.
Goddamn.
Messer just did that thing and saw like a big metal guy and was like, his name probably Dutch or something.
Right, where was I? Right, yes. Are your fellow paladins treating you politely even though you've lost
What's
your
so
oath?
funny, Lilac?
An honest question.
Sorry, one more time.
Are your fellow paladins, well I guess now your friend paladins, still treating you kindly even though you lost your oath?
They haven't spoken to me.
Interesting. Alright. I was about to call them hypocrites, but now there might just be assholes.
Said that you were trying to kill per
I mean, yeah, you just watched Phelan walk past twice and say
If
nothing.
there is someone I suggest you talking to, it's a man by the name of Axel.
I believe I've met Axel once.
He has been royally beaten to a pulp
In passing.
and in actual near death by Iris because he is an
person
oathbreaker.
that gets easily scared.
Perhaps you two can
She's the one who
talk
keeps
and-
telling me that I need to stick to my duty despite not being of their oath anymore.
You have no obligation, Lilac.
Whatever.
You have no
I
obligation.
don't. I really don't. You ever heard the phrase, sometimes you just want to, like, go apeshit? That's...
Sometimes you just
That's
want to be
how
a
it
real
feels.
person, I think is a better way to say it. Because a real person can show emotions and not have to hide it if they don't care. That's a big thing of what
I don't have
happened
to
in
be
the
Peter's
arena.
good anymore.
What happened in the arena between Tom and that guy is what I call normalcy. They didn't decide, we're gonna put on the kind face for Aether. They hated each other, and they devolved into blows. They went to kill even though they knew they couldn't, because emotions got to that point. That's real. That's normalcy. That's normal. Not everybody's gonna like each other. They're just more apparent to show it.
It was weird. So since my oath is broken, there's this weird, like, I don't know, I guess, like, freedom off of my shoulders, I guess. So, like, I don't have to pull my punches verbally anymore. I feel like Tommy just scared the shit out of someone.
Simply put, you no longer have a defined obligation.
You know I was with Vander.
I believe so.
Like,
wasn't on the top of my mind.
Beforehand, Vander and I were together, like, through ceremony, everything. That's... Now that we're not... I mean, I don't... I wouldn't say I hate him, but if I never saw him again, I wouldn't be sad. If I was still under oath and heard some of the things that he'd said, I would have just had to grit my teeth, bear it, and move on. However, this time...
Excuse me, Tama. So, yes, your question. So,
he
this doctor was
said that
talking
he
about
swore
how
he'd get
life is sacred
the
and all
water
that,
back.
and if life gives you lemons,
I
you
told
give
him to
lemon
swear,
back.
so he
So I
decided
think
to swear
he
on his
was
life, and so I said
insinuating
that
I
if
give
he
you a lemon.
doesn't hold to that, then I will cut him down myself.
And then you see what he does. You see what he does the following days. He fucks up royally.
Oh. Mr. Heard the lemon is very
This
painful
happens
to the eye.
earlier in the day. Earlier today.
Oh my fucking god, get off me!
Yeah, give me your magic, give me your magic.
That's literal.
But yes. There's a lot of breathing off your shoulders, because the way I at least perceive the works, and you can give me your personal insight on it, when you receive your oath, it bolsters you past your original capabilities, right?
You lied!
It makes you feel stronger, and you start to slowly rely on that. And when you lose it, it makes you feel weaker.
Take it literally.
Like you needed it. This is why I'm asking, because we're gonna get proper input on it. Then you never did rely on it, and you remember this is just how you were before. You were strong before, Theo.
And the banana. Oh, it's rotten banana.
It helps. Like, it definitely had its perks. Like, the night of, my oath breaking, I got so sick.
I saw your...
that sucked.
Now, I will say this, and it might come off a bit wishy-washy to you, because it is a sore subject.
Can you, like, sit somewhere else?
Oh, no, don't
do
it. You will go on a walk.
I could go for a walk.
Let's see.
So tall. I didn't realize how tall you were until
yes, I am 6 foot. Thank you for noticing. That is my actual height.
Wonderful. Yeah, you're tall.
Sure.
Hello, Meso.
Oh, fuck. I'm not...
Listen, I am
look
perfectly average size.
over this side of Aether fully.
Oh, you...
I missed it when it grew.
Can you go for a walk? We're gonna go for
You
a
win on
walk.
casualty and the spikes.
Oh, you brutish lady.
Next time, don't take things too literally. Hey, oh, what the hell?
Right.
Have you seen the underside?
Yes, I've seen the caves and the maybe interrogation dungeon.
You seen the outlook?
The outlook. No, I have not really gone over to this side often. Or
Oh no,
haven't
I'm meaning
looked.
in the caves. There's
In
an
the
outlook in there.
caves. Is an outlook.
Yep.
What do you mean by that?
I'll show you.
Oh, does it go into the side? Like, can you see it out the side of the island? Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Oh, I missed that. I'd be happy to see that. Be a scenic view.
It's like tucked right in the back, so it's kind of a pain. Though thankfully you have a walking flashlight, so
I
should be fine.
accept the help, miss. But I have dark vision.
Oh man, fuck me, I guess. I do not.
But I still appreciate the what's the word? I appreciate that you'd do it for my sake if I didn't. It really is tucked in the corner.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have noticed it.
For my own sake.
Yeah, let me too. This is advanced darkness here.
It is advanced darkness.
But
you have to be very careful.
Advanced darkness.
There's a way down. There's a down.
There's
a down there.
I need to. I feel like I'm in a Dark Souls level.
It's against the wall somewhere.
Oh. Wait. I
don't
see
know.
something. I can see the very faint edge. My eyes are adjusting.
It's somewhere.
Maybe I do have dark vision. Hang on. I need to fully turn off my lights
Oh yeah.
and focus. I can see it. Okay, now that's awful to adjust to. Hang on. Ah.
This. Good morning.
Good evening on a technicality. But yeah.
It is evening.
I could fly here now that I know that it was there. That'd be good to know.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I could too, but I don't have my wings anymore.
Yeah, there's ways.
I think that's probably like the one part that I do miss was actually having wings.
We would be. I think this is. I don't actually know. I'm trying to. That would be there.
So we're past the markets and such.
Past the market library.
Fine.
Oddly enough, I usually use the cognito hazard over there as a marker because it appears so frequently there.
The cognito hazard?
Yeah, you know, the floating door that not everybody sees.
Oh!
Yeah, you see the cognito hazard?
Oh, that! I now see the cognito hazard.
I think it's some sort of Daedric ploy.
It's Daedric propaganda.
Yeah, alright. But yeah, it's time to get back to the serious talk. In quotation marks. More so, I guess, a heartfelt talk.
There are still 9.
It feels weird. Either way. I saw the benefits of your oath through my daughter. Essentially. In yours is fight.
I mean, I had that before the oath too. I mean, I grew up with Damien of all people, so.
But I got to see more of its. I saw the wings and the flames, etc., etc. I do not know what was the basis before, so I can only assume. I work off of information. That was my whole thing.
So, the wings themselves came in the edge. When it broke, that part of me disappeared again.
Took their time, though. Started wilting before your eyes.
I did.
Did it hurt at
Got
all?
weaker. I did fly. Worse than any pain I've ever felt in my life. But I did what I always do. I grit my teeth. If there's anything I can do, it's grit my teeth, bear it.
Despite the world and move on despite it saying no. It's a mindset I use sometimes. That's why I'm around today, actually.
If anyone is going to say no about my life, it's going to be me.
Exactly. Fate is a
It does
interesting
make me
concept.
thankful that my oath was never to a god, though.
Hmm. The best oath I can say for a paladin is one to themselves. Where they regulate it.
Only I'd taken
They
that.
show their boundaries. Because there are oaths that are set up to fail, in my opinion. One of them being Oath of the Crown. You know that oath.
Mhm.
One to a monarchy or a king. Of course, morals can shift. Feelings can shift. And you'd, at the end, in a bad situation, be stuck dealing with that. And putting that bad man to justice would justify you relinquishing your oath, despite what he's done. At the end of the day,
I'm realizing that a lot of these oaths are very close to just entrapment.
at the end of the day, I can simplify this to something you can even understand. Oaths are just advanced levels of order magic, disguised as something much grander. It's just order magic, more holy. Order magic, the specialization of covenants, bonds, deals. Technically a curse, if you think about it. Or a hex. Benefit and a drawback.
I'd see it as that now.
It is not
Definitely
some
would.
sort of higher ordained plan by any deities, if they do exist, mind you. I hear rumors here and there that there are some on the outer edges, different places that gods perhaps do exist. But it's not some
That's what
sort of
makes me
higher
really thankful
plan.
is the fact that my oath was never to a deity. It's never
Yes.
to a god if they do or do not exist. Mine was to a concept.
Indeed.
Concept of the hearth.
Earth of home. Yes, it is not some sort of grand scheme of a higher being or some concept that the paladin orders light. Well, I've never seen light paladins besides a couple. It is simply magic. They don't even call it magic, they call it an oath. They call it something so you don't realize just how simple it is. In a weird term, they make you feel special. But you're not special. In the moment you realize that, they all turn their backs on you. For not believing in what self-lie, they're either filling you or believing themselves. Now, I do my best to do some self-reflection. I realize, and I'll say it, I have an obvious bias against your Paladins of Light. Well, X you and your Paladins of Light. I only seen negative things from them. They hide their shitty morals behind the guise of an oath. They characterize people based off of their affinities. They do a lot of awful things I don't agree with. Most of them threatening me and my daughter. For some good reason, some not. I will accept there are faults here and there. Though she had her reasons for why she was there. I'm sure she never got the chance to tell you. She was called a terrorist immediately upon arriving, so. I hear that they attempted to get Madame Sulphur to permanently exile her from Aether because of it. Luckily, she gave her point of view, and she was saved from that. For that, I'm glad. The world is a real place. The statement seems counterproductive, but some people just need to hear it.
If that's their logic on somebody doing something that doesn't align, couldn't they, if they so wish to, couldn't they just pull that same card anytime they wanted? Could do it to you. Could do it to me.
For all intents and purposes, if they went by that logic, they should label me a terrorist too. I made them. But no. They do it
association.
to someone. And the funniest thing, they all pretend it didn't happen. They should be angry. They should be yelling at her in every moment. But no. They're saving face. Because they don't think everybody's going to agree with them. So they're pretending it didn't happen. Acknowledging her when she's nearby with indifference or a smile and a wave. Funny how that works.
You're alive?
I'm alive. It looks like you died for a second.
Oh, that was me? I thought that was you.
I think that was you.
It always happens when I'm sitting here, because I was sitting here with Tempest and all I saw was...
Right. Where do I
in the
need to
middle of a
repeat
story, I didn't
myself?
hear anything though. Yes, if you could.
I believe they save face. They should be angry all the time. But instead, they treat her with indifference or a smile and a wave. Well, the first day back, they said awful things that hurt her. Called her a terrorist for just simply trying to give them a chance. Not even before she could even explain herself. But now, they pretend it never even happened. Because maybe, just maybe, they think not everybody's going to agree with why they think. And so they're, instead of accepting that their viewpoints aren't accepted, they refuse to acknowledge it.
My actions back then, I still ended with Tempest fighting back in the way that I did. I'd do it again. But now I don't.
Did the ones that did know ever tell you or explain She's story? Why she did it?
No.
Would you like to know?
Sure.
She was not meant to be on the siege of that city. She was in no way planned or slotted in to be on any of the offensives. The reason why she went was because Iris was going. And she was scared that she would die. She was scared that she'd lose Iris because she has some sort of bond with her, I think. One way or another, she's fond of them. Not in some any intimate way, but just as a friend, a good friend. She had managed to pull some of my rank without letting me know. Nothing bad has happened of that, unfortunately enough. But she managed to convince a commissioned officer there at the time to allow her some sway with some of the men. And it revolved in the creation of a diplomatic party being sent, where otherwise there would not have been one. Well, even the Emperor himself was there. She knew that all of you were evacuating people. It was easy to see. There was missives going back and forth from the auxiliary lines. That you were evacuating people to the ziggurat at the top. And if there wasn't time given, a pause, you would have been all cornered before you could repair anything inside. So she tried to buy you time. Approximately, she goes on with the numbers, but I'm not as recalling. Around 14 minutes, she bought you extra time. With the arranging of troops for a diplomatic escort and the talks at the stairwell. She took lead on certain actions where she held back, trying to break down the doors before the more capable ones could. She was never fighting lethally, but she admits she had an accident happen when she was trying to distance Iris from everybody. She had been hit in the head, and she had recently gotten new parts that were foreign to her. Mage killer parts. They turned on. Before she knew what happened, she had killed 2 of the resigning paladins there. And she is sad for it. She accepts she took some life. She, I don't know if you even noticed it. Sometimes some of your people would get stuck in our back lines. She was there and pushed
I
them.
got stuck there a couple times.
Pushed them back, if you noticed. Either physically threw you or convinced you to fall back. Most of the time she'd take up the back lines just to make sure nobody else fought you or yours. Even to her self-detriment.
I fought the way I did because I thought she was going to kill Iris.
At most, she wanted to try and get her out of the siege. Of course, that would have meant forceful teleportation if she could, but she was rushed and panicked. I can't blame her. She is awakened, after all. She doesn't know how to handle these things. She's cried before. The points she makes are valid points. That she's screamed to herself. She knows the names of the men and women she died with. I need to repeat myself. It seems she jutted for a second.
Yes, one more time.
A point she makes, which I think is a valid point. She knew the names of the men and the women she died with. That is unfortunate. That is highly unfortunate.
One more time?
She makes the comment that she knew the names of the men and women that she fought and died with. An honest question, did you know any of the names of the paladins that you fought with? That were part of the city? Do you know their names? The word fanatic's thrown around a few times.
My oath when I had it was to stand in the way to protect people, and at that time they were dead.
Protect the hearth and home that isn't even yours. Perhaps you can make your own oath to yourself, not one of order magic.
God, I don't think I'll ever take an oath again.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I'll ever take it out
No,
again.
no fancy oaths. More so a self oath, just a simple mundane one. To do what you thought your oath was meant to do. To help your home, and what do you claim yours? Your hearth, your home, your family.
I don't have a hearth anymore. That's the issue. I have people I care about. Sure. I don't have a hearth anymore.
I could make
That with
a
Vanda.
quote. I can make a quote. That is from a book that is often joked about. Home is where the heart is.
Again, there is no heart.
In this sense, though, because this is where it gets to the joke.
In this sense,
physically, you're the hearth. You got the heart, and the heart's where the home
oh,
is.
hold on. Let me just. There we go.
Yes, you are your hearth. You are your home. So that's all you really got left. You wander with your belongings on your back.
Yep.
That's
I mean,
the
the
point.
closest thing that I have to family is currently gone back to our homeland, so yeah, I guess I have to be my own hearth.
I make this point when I teach people things with magic. Magic, even oaths, are semantic and based on wordplay. That's how they work. It's all wordplay, if you think about it. Oaths are made to be generalized, not specific to what you want, but what they want.
So you can be pliable.
Exactly. Paladins belong to orders, after all.
Paladins belong to orders. Actually, I belong to no one.
Yes, back to the story. She made the point that she knew the names of the people she died with because people died for her. She was trying to ensure minimal casualties on both sides when she was on the field. A lot of you were bloodthirsty. Some were injured in the back lines, and some of you went up to try and execute them. She tried her best defending them.
Scared.
I don't blame you, you were more tame. But there were some. Phelan.
Iris.
Duskgrain to some regard. Caligari Enclave in its finest, right? Because that's who they are. I know who they truly are. Because I did my research. Victor and Iris are part of the Caligari Enclave, which Victor runs for his time as mayor.
Explain what that means to me. I don't entirely know what that is.
The Caligari Enclave. If you give me a second, I will pull up my notes. Because this is some research I did a very, very long time ago.
Oh, you have notes. Okay.
Welcome to the lore drop, motherfucker.
You come with ledgers.
Oh, the stories I could tell you. 2 years of documenting in-character Dominion events.
Jesus Christ.